I've been watching a review from Marquess Brownlee, and he was reviewing such a pin box. It was something with AI where you could. It was like a assistant which you control with your voice, and so in a summary, this whole thing wanted to take the place of the phone, more or less. Basically, your phone could do all the stuff this thing does and more, and your phone is basically cheaper because this thing was $700, and then plus there was like a $25 or $24 monthly subscription to have this thing actually running. And the review was brutally honest. The product is bad, at least for now. It got me thinking because I've been really into initiative and reading about it a lot. And these people, this whole startup, they came up with the initiative. Yes, they put out a product. It obviously took a long time and a lot of work to get it done, and the company actually plummeted. I don't know if it's still running, but it was in a really bad condition. People on Twitter pushed it all to Marquess, that his review basically destroyed this whole startup. And as he explained, it's not the review that actually destroyed it, but the product was bad. But he was talking about the potential of this product. And coming back to the initiative, not every initiative will be positive in the short term, because they came up with it, and it has potential. Like, there's a whole roadmap of the features they want to add, and maybe in a few years we'll be talking about it in a very positive manner. But now it's really bad, and we don't know if the startup will actually continue to exist. But if it does, and if they improve, if they add new features, if they learn from the things the customers, the people that are using the device point out, then there's great potential for the future. And it's like with the initiative we take in our lives. Sometimes in the short term, the initiative we took might look detrimental for us, might look bad, but if we continue to learn from it, if we continue to actually improve, then in the long term the whole initiative was actually positive. And he was talking about the Razer phone, I think. So Razer is a company that produces some gaming devices, computers and keyboards, I think mouses. And he was talking about their phone, and he did a review where he called out the whole vibration section, which basically when you call someone, for example, your phone vibrates, and it sounded like it was broken, like it was really cheaply made. And then a year later, he and some other reviewers, they were at the company at the presentation of the second phone of this series, and they improved it. And that's the whole point. If there's a review of the product, you just improve, and you're not like, hey, this thing destroyed me. You improve on it. Like, it's like when someone tells you that you're doing something wrong, you shouldn't take it so personally. You should actually think about it from a third person perspective and try to improve it, and not be stuck and cry about it. And it's actually this: your initiative might seem bad in the beginning, but in the long term it can be beneficial. And the thing is, it doesn't have to. it can be bad as well. Like in the short term and the long term. Maybe sometimes it's good in the short term, and sometimes in the long term. It's basically life, but it's better to be used out than to be covered in rust or something like this. I just butchered this whole quote, but it's, you have to stay in motion, so you have to take initiative, and if it's good or bad, time will tell.